Well, I've lost track of how many days we've been looking without looking at the calendar, but I haven't lost track of how many I've picked, except for before today. I think I've been at 152, with having yesterday's 42 being my best day. And look at these big yellows. They're coming out so spotty. It's like how it was last year. A few out here, a few out there. But we got a cold front coming in for a couple of days, but I've found some years where that don't stop them. Heck, I remember one year we picked maybe just a few, 20, 30, something like that. God, this one's all bent over on the stick. Nice big one too. Oops. Pinch that off. Shove that back in the dirt. Alright. But we had one year where, and I know it's done it other years, where I've picked them, and then a couple cold nights come in, but it'd be like 50 to like maybe midnight or so, and then drop down to 36 and go out and pick 200 that morning. It's like the cold didn't even stop them. I need to check these outside trees I got here, but the oak leaves aren't even hardly out on trees yet. I know a lot of people, I said before, they won't go out to the oak leaves are out the size of a mouse's ear. Well, look what that gets, their spots. Well, mushrooms dry up and just go back into Mother Earth, which is always a good thing. But we're gonna keep looking. Oh, I love it when the big ones start coming out, and they're big enough you can see from a distance.
See that one down there in front of that tree? And he's got a brother poking out over there too. Oh, thank you, Great Spirit. Look at the size of this one, would you? Look at that. As big as your hand. Oh yeah, we want as much stem as that we can get with it. That stem is so good. Ooh, I love eating stem. Yeah, there's a double stem too. Awesome. Look at this one. Awesome. Man, I'm so glad I decided to come down in here today. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Man, what a monster. That's my biggest one yet so far this year. Awesome.
Oh, good morning. Today it was all about grabbing the sun. Grab the sun and run with it. Almost got blind there for a minute. Look at that. I'd already picked one around this tree. It always grows more. It always just grows a couple big ones each year. But I'm still thinking this year even still early. He's fresh. Nice and big. And see, for these to be up, I should already picked a bunch of blacks in this spot. It just grows them odd up here.
Could have went an hour east of me this year. I know a spot that has a lot of blacks. Just didn't have the gas to get over there. Well, let's keep going.
Here's what we call a little bitty common morel. You have 3 stages of your whites. You have your little commons that come out first, then your bigger yellows and bigger whites come out, and then your commons come out again. And sometimes I'll pick them little
things all the way around this big old ash tree, just like crazy. And I had already picked one here, and he was pretty good size one day. That's in the beginning. But I'm gonna go ahead and because I remember he'd be right in front of this tree. So we're gonna break a little stick, shove it off next to him here, and see if they're about the same size right there. So we'll cover him up like so. And I'll remember he's right underneath that branch there, just like that. And we'll see how big he grows. See, we got that tree, that little branch, and he's hiding. He's hiding down in there. You see? Nobody will find him. Oops.
Now, here's where mushrooms can be confusing. I've been in 3 different little spots this morning, and one of them I only picked a couple off of. I think the other 2 spots I had 4 out of each, so I'd found 8. And both them sides, one faces the northwest kind of a little bit, and the other side faces the south, and then this has like a lot of northeast facing, but it catches a lot of sun all day. And here's a tree. Boom! One great big one around it. Well, not great big, but he's a nice one. Worth having. And the other spot I looked at before this that didn't have any, it should have had quite a few. I mean, it gets, like I said, it faces the south. So, sometimes you just don't know. You gotta look at it all. Gotta look at it all. Yeah, you talk about a weird year. It's definitely a weird year. I've looked at a bunch of ash trees, just like this one here. A bunch. And should have picked some early back there, and all the other places I've picked a bunch at. There should have been more. Not a lot. I usually, if anyone else picks up in this spot, I usually see where they picked them. And finally, here's this one here.
Well, I do have one I did find up top. I put it in my net sack and for a little bit and put it in my pouch in my net sack. So I gotta get another one and pull it out, but we'll take them. We'll take them.
I love it when the big ones are out. I can spot them from a long old ways. I seen that one from way back there. Way back there, and I was like, oh, there's a big one and a freshie too. And see, I was just at all of these trees 2 days ago. Come on. Come on. I can't even. That one's nice and fresh, man. Come up last night. Seen a couple deer. Found a 6-pointer in here last year. I had some pretty good picking days last year, but it was a low year. I only think I picked 386. It was, well, like the beginning of this year, it was 10 here, 10 there, 15 there, but thank you, great ash tree. Now, this is a water oak. And I always look around water oaks, but I'd have never expected to find one here. And I was kind of just skimming through, walking through here to get to another spot. Oh, looky there, and he's been up a little bit. See how he's brown on there? Awesome. Nice one. All around this tree, it's super swampy. There's a little creek running right there with all the heavy rain, so normally wouldn't
expect to find many here. And I shut the camera off too soon. Because look at that one. That stick fell or something. Hit it and broke it. And there's one right there too. So when you're walking, especially after you've been packing a nut sack through your spots for years, you always got to keep your eye out because you've been dropping spores where new ones will eventually grow. That's the whole reason of the nut sack.
This ash tree, I think it's a white ash too. I always call them black ash. I think what we have are green ash and white ash, but I don't know, there's another tree that I think is a white ash, but
Spotted that, we're like way over there coming along, just seen that big bright yellow mushroom poking up. Here by an ash tree, all by its lonesome. Ash tree all by its lonesome. Mushroom all by its lonesome. Not no more. We're fixing to stick in with all his fungi friends. Fungi friends. Fungi.
Well, not too bad for a dash sermon. Only 21. But some pretty nice ones there. But, you know, some that needed gotten before they's gonna go bad. Like, some of them I usually can let them sit in a Walmart bag in the fridge, but you gotta change them bags out every other day or every day if they go get moisture in them, 'cause that'll ruin them. There's a nice one. He's falling apart, but that's okay. He'll eat just fine. He'll eat just fine. That big old bright yellow. Just love them. Love that morel mushroom. It's an odd year, really is. Where I've picked all these, should be picking sack loads of these. And it just ain't happening. But we'll take any of them we can get. You betcha.